Hi there, I'm Sarah from Awakened Body. Let's go over the steps of our 10-minute morning meditation practice that we call waking up into your awakened body. Now at Awakened Body, a key to walking this path is starting your day centered, with intention, with breath, being purposeful about how exactly you want to grow today, how you want to heal today. And we encourage folks to do that in one of two ways. The first is with an Awakened Body Daily Practice Journal. And you can find this on our website or on Amazon. And it's a conscious writing practice. It's a little bit more spacious. It doesn't require you to touch your phone. And it's a beautiful way to start the day. The second is with at least 10 minutes of meditation. And when you log on and do it with us, either in our closed Facebook community, Waking Up into Your Awakened Body, or if you listen through your favorite podcast streamer, what you'll hear there is a basic 10-minute meditation. And the way we spend those 10 minutes is with a 30 breath practice. We take 10 breaths in gratitude, 10 breaths of a body scan, and 10 breaths to set intention. Now, any intentional meditation practice fundamentally is about getting still, getting quiet, tuning in, and allowing the heart-mind to be directed in whatever way you choose for the duration of time that you're committing to. So this practice is a 10-minute practice, and we use the breath as our guide as we drop into these three key postures that are so fundamental to waking up into your awakened body. So to do your daily meditation, you want to do it in a consistent space every day. So you have guidance on our website for how to set up your home altar. I am talking to you from my home altar space, which means that everything that's surrounding me is here with purpose. You can see I have the books that most inspire my path behind me, and some stones that carry good charge, so you can get more guidance about setting up your home altar in a separate video. You want to come and do your practice in a consistent place and ideally at a consistent time. So hopefully you are making time in the beginning of your day before the mind maybe starts racing to do these 10 minutes of practice. Second, you want to be seated in a way that the body can be sturdy and proud. So you want to sit in a way that you feel supported. Now that might be on a good chair with a nice sturdy back that supports good posture, or it might be on a stool or a meditation stool or a meditation cushion. However it is, you want to be seated in such a way that the pelvic bowl can be firmly planted, rooted, with the sits bones pressing directly into the surface where you are seated, so that the belly can be suspended within the pelvic bowl. The spine can grow right up on out of that firm base, long and proud, a gentle S-curve supporting the spine, collarbone parallel to the earth, shoulders wide, neck long, face soft. So take your seat now in your home altar space on a good surface. And if you're sitting on a chair, you want to scoot your bum back so that the small of the back is at the crease where the back of the chair meets the base of the chair. And then you just want to let that back do what it's designed to do, encouraging you to sit up nice and tall and proud. The first step of our 10-minute morning meditation is 3 breaths to arrive, to center, and to release any stuck energy. So just for these first 3 breaths, you want to breathe in nice and deeply, and we take these first 3 exhales out an open mouth. So you want to open the mouth nice and wide, actually drop the jaw, and you want to use some oomph to send the breath out of the body. It's good to add some noise. If you're feeling tired or sluggish or you're holding stress, it can sound like a sigh. And if not, then at the very least, you're going to make the sound that you'll make when, like if you're breathing to fog up glass. And breathing out in that way, I call the breath of release, and you can feel it will drive the weight downward and just release any stuck energy that you might be holding on to. So we start by taking 3 breaths like that. And once we're done with our 3 breaths of release, if you have access, you want to breathe in and out through the nose. So if your sinuses are clear, you want to breathe with a long, cool, nostril-based breathing. We want to breathe in a rhythm that's a nice long inhale and exhale, and I want you to try to work on a pause at the top and the bottom of the breath. So it might take a day or 2 or a week to get to this rhythm, but what you're aiming for here is a rhythm that is an inhale for a count of 8, holding on full for a count of 4, exhaling through the nose for a count of 8, and holding on empty for a count of 4. And what's so powerful about that pause at the top and on the bottom of the breath is that in those moments, as a point of fact, we are nourished and full. Regardless of any stories that the mind might be telling, in that moment, we are probably not freezing or melting. We likely are, if you're meditating with me, then you probably have an internet connection. And the body is oxygenated in those moments. We have enough. We are whole and safe. And it's wonderful to touch into that as a baseline of this practice. So the first 10 breaths, and we're breathing in these long breath cycles. The first 10 breaths are 10 breaths in gratitude. And we want to let our gratitude well up from the depth of our being. So you might take your 10 breaths in gratitude simply in a mantra practice. Awakened Body draws inspiration from the Kabbalistic tradition, from the Jewish tradition. And in Judaism, we have a challenge to open our eyes with the thought, Muda Ani, I am grateful. So you might simply fill up on the inhale and exhale, reciting that affirmation, Muda Ani, or the English word, thank you. Or if you can keep the mind supple, with each inhale of the 10 breaths in gratitude, allow some simple pleasure, a small blessing in your life to come to consciousness. Let your awareness of it as a blessing fill your body. And then allow that exhale to send that gratitude like rain over the fullness of the body, tingling, softening, filling you with a sense of well-being to start the day. Having rooted in gratitude, the second cycle in waking up into your awakened body is 10 breaths to scan the body. So whereas we let our gratitude well up like groundwater, we tend to start the body scan working from the crown down to the root. So I'll invite you to visualize, take your attention and let it run up the center line of the body, and then imagining a portal for light, like a lotus flower that blossoms open at the crown, known as Keter on the Kabbalistic tree of life. So you see it blossom open, and you visualize divine light pouring in. Now, some days, if you're feeling particularly low or depleted, you might choose to take this second 10-breath cycle simply to fill up with source energy. Rather than scanning the body, you just let the light fill you, and you see, you visualize, imagine each of the cells of your body filling with divine light, resonating, vibrating again with the basic flow of chi, of Ruach Chaim, that is breathing you now to life. And if you're feeling centered and stable, then instead you'll visualize that pure white light, and I want you to see it almost like a scanner at the supermarket. Visualize a beam of light and watch it cast over the parts of your body, piece by piece. And you're just watching how this light dances with the cells of you. You have more access to your own sense of well-being than any test, any doctor. We're acculturated in the modern scientific age to trust others' views of our own well-being more than we trust our own. And this practice of waking up into your awakened body, a practice that primes you for deep body listening, it's meant to challenge that view. It's meant to bring you home to your own inner knowing and to the fact that you know your body better than anybody, and that it is possible with practice to tune in, to listen to the messages that the body is holding for us, and to become aware of times and places where energy is becoming stuck, calcified in the body, and using our practice, using our intention, using our loving attention to get things moving so that we can pulse with the beat of life rather than descending into illness, dis-ease. So visualizing a beam of light, we scan the body and we're looking for areas of pain, areas of tightness, discomfort, dis-ease. Fundamentally, these are parts of the body that are asking for our loving attention. Now, the practice waking up into your awakened body that I guide you through each day is only 10 minutes. But if you have the time and the space, it is preferable to take as much time as you need for the body scan. Let the body speak to you. You are here to practice the art of deep body listening. And so when your attention rests on some clear sensation in the body, some area of tightness, numbness, physical pain, lethargy, sluggishness, you want to allow the attention to rest there. You might even visualize your own energetic hands lying right on that spot. And then get very quiet and just listen. Give that part of you your love, your attention, and let it tell you its story. It is an amazing resource for self-knowledge, for personal transformation, just cultivating this ability to listen deeply. Having breathed 10 breaths in gratitude and having taken at least 10 breaths to scan the body, we are ready to set our intentions for the day. Now, if you are a person who has a prayer practice or if your heart is feeling deeply heavy, I want to encourage you to take those 10 breaths in pure, open-hearted prayer. Just open the mouth and actually whisper the words of your prayer. Give voice to those things that your soul is yearning for. This is a beautiful place as prayers arise. Sometimes the lips know more what you need than the mind. It's a beautiful place after you finish to take out your Awakened Body Daily Practice Journal and journal the prayers that come through. And if you're not yet in a place where you're able to pray freely, then your second option in this last 10 breath cycle is to inhale with each in-breath, to imagine that you have the ability to draw down from source energy whatever it is you need today. So having listened deeply in the body scan, you will know what it is your heart needs, what the parts of you are needing today. And so with each inhale, you want to give yourself those things just like medicine. If you need healing, give yourself healing. If you need release, give yourself release. If you need forgiveness, the capacity to forgive, ask for the capacity to forgive. Whatever it is you need, with each inhale, breathe it in. Imagine, fake it till you make it. Imagine that you have the ability to give yourself whatever it is you need today. And then, as you exhale, breathe out in faith, knowing that if you have the courage to ask, your angels are here and will send you an answer. So our last 10 breaths in our 10 breath cycle is 10 breaths to set our intentions for today. Commit in these 10 breaths, how do you want to grow today? How do you want to heal today? I hope you'll choose to join our Facebook community. You can find it on the Awakened Body Facebook page. It is called Waking Up into Your Awakened Body, and that way you will receive a direct push of each day when I guide our community in this practice. You also have a basic recording here on the website and pinned in this group, or on the meditation app Insight Timer, a basic Awakened Body 10-minute morning meditation, waking up into your awakened body. I hope you choose to make this part of every day. It is a gift you give to yourself, choosing to set intention to start your day from a place of breath, centered in your own power, in your own truth. It's a superpower, and it is a gift you give yourself. I hope to see you every day. Have a beautiful day. Blessings on your way.